since I was a student, right, I always have this feeling that, Malaysia school always have weird class name. Hey, you're now listening to Nasi Lemak Podcast. I'm Xianghuan.
I'm Cynthia.
So today, let's dive into our school time memories and also things we remember about our school. Since I was a student, right, I always have this feeling that, Malaysia school always have weird class name.
How do you mean by weird class name?
Let me give you an example. During my primary school, right, the first class is being called as Merah. Let's say, for example, I'm standard 1 at Satu Merah.
Mm-hmm.
Second class is Biru. Third class is Hijau. And then following by Kuning, Jambu. So it's actually named after color.
Oh, okay. So I get your meaning. My primary school, my from first to the last class is MKHBU. Merah, Kuning, Biru, Hijau.
Oh, so you also
Ungu.
name after colors. Oh, I thought it's only my primary school named after colors.
I also wonder why one Merah, one Kuning, I don't know. When I was in secondary, our school, the class was named like 1ABC, like following alphabetically.
So it's like 1A, 1B. So A means the first class, B.
Okay.
Okay.
ABCD, like that.
During my secondary school time, right, it's named after all the good attitude. Let's say, for example, the first class called Bestari. The second class called Harmony. The third class called Jauhari. And then followed by a lot like Amana, Jujo.
Okay, this is weird.
Yeah, so that's why I mean, since I was a student, I always feel that Malaysia school, right, especially government school, we have all this weird name for the class.
It's a bit hard to memorize though.
Even though we have a specific name, let's say for example, I've actually in Empat Bestari, right? But our teacher or even during special announcement or official announcement, right, they will never call Empat Bestari. They will call 4B.
Oh, okay. So like a short form lah.
Yeah, like a short form. But then in fact, we have a full name as in like Empat Bestari.
The colours one is already, I find it weird, but yours one, this one, the positive
Even weird,
attitude.
right? Sometimes I mean,
is
even,
it like a positive, the school tried to build a positive vibe?
I don't know who actually put the name for all the classes. But then like since our primary is named after colours and then afterwards, secondary is actually named after all this good attitude like Bestari, Amana, Jujo, Jauhari, Harmony.
Okay.
So I always find it very weird. Then I just curious as in like whether if other school also have all this.
Primary school is same as yours are named after colour, and then the secondary school it's like alphabetically A B C D E F G. And then from 4, from 5 different depends on what course. I mean what stream that you took. Like science stream, let's say 4 science 1, 4 science 2, and then math stream is like 4 M1, 4 M2. And then economy is E, something like that lah.
Oh, so it's named after like whether which stream that you are actually belongs to.
Yeah. And then based on like which class, first class 1 or second class 2.
I ever heard from my friends sharing from those Chinese school, right? The SMJK or even those Chinese school run, right? They name after 甲乙丙丁, 一甲二丁三丁.
I'm Chinese school, but I'm not the Chinese independent school. I'm SMJK.
Yeah, the Chinese. I ever asked them this as in, hey, how was your class being named? They say, 甲乙丙丁.
Weird.
In English, I don't know what does it mean.
甲乙丙丁 is like 1, 2, 3, 4 like that lah.
Oh, really?
Yeah lah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Out of my knowledge. I'm pretty sure during our school time, the one place that we always love is Canteen. Do you remember any of your favorite canteen food?
I don't remember any favorite canteen food, but I know the price was cheap that time.
Satu like 1
50
ringgit.
cent.
50 cent.
For
During
noodle.
your time, 50 cent. What do you get?
Every day have different dishes.
Example, what can you get with 50 cents?
I remember Thursday is curry mee. During my primary time.
So 50 cents curry mee.
And then you add 50 cent tau pok. So 1 ringgit. The best seller is the curry mee. And then, I remember this very well is because the curry mee, right, for all of us, we love to put a lot of the sambal, the chili. When I say that a lot of us will add a lot of sambal, it's like until the point the auntie will just jaga at the sambal there. You already took once, cannot already, something like that. Until this level one. During Thursday, right, the canteen will be even more packed. You will need to queue even longer because a lot of people want to eat for that curry mee. And then some of our friends are prefer we have like a 5 minutes
slightly
earlier to go for our recess. So we ask our prefect, like, hey, can you help me to buy first? Yeah.
Every single day they have different dishes. So the dishes is just only cost 50 cents. That's affordable. My memory about my secondary school time canteen, right? The cheapest is actually 1 ringgit. 1 ringgit, ayam goreng. Nasi ayam goreng.
If I'm not mistaken, 50 cents lah. I think 50 or maybe 80 cent.
You know,
Depends on the small bowl or big bowl lah, I think.
Oh, okay.
I remember is every time I tambah taupo until 1 ringgit.
50 cent during my time during my school time, secondary school time, right? Only keropok.
During my secondary school time, we have a lot of choices. We have zap fan, mixed rice. And then the second store is like all these like goreng stuff and the drinks. And then the third store is the wanton mee. The fourth store is like a clear soup noodle. The fifth store is like a tom yum soup kind of thing.
Are you talking about food court?
Kinda. And then the sixth store is roti jala, roti telur, this kind of stuff.
So like how big is the canteen?
I don't know how do I like.
Was it like a food court?
Can be considered as a small food court lah. We have a lot of stores lor.
Wow.
Then there's a trick when you go to buy the mixed rice. There's a trick where you cannot show the auntie the money in your hand, because sometimes it's easier for us to just hold the hand readily. So when it reaches your turn, right, you just pay very fast, man. But for mixed rice, you cannot let the auntie see the amount of money that you hold in your hand, because the money that you're gonna pay for the mixed rice, it gonna depends on the money of you holding.
Wow, I didn't know, because basically my understand or even my knowledge about canteen, right, is always one store. It's like you have no other choice. It's just basically whatever the auntie or uncle sell, you have to eat.
Really, we have 6 stores in total.
Wow, say
during secondary lah, but primary only 2 stores. One is like selling drinks and snack. Another one is all the food. So and then every day we have different dishes lah.
Now I'm not too sure for student now, but then during our time, kena rotan is a common thing. So have you ever kena rotan before?
Primary school, yes. Secondary school, not really. First primary school, that time, our era, we still very hang those kind of you have to hit the students hard for them to remember like that.
So even girls?
Even girls also kena one.
I thought only guy will kena one.
For girls, is hit the palm lah. Guys also hit palm lah, but sometimes I know guys, they will hit like the ass there. And then when you hit, right, you have to cover your...
You have to cover your pulse.
Just in case
they actually mistakenly hit.
And then GG. And then we have a particular few teachers they are rotan. Whoa, very jalat one.
A fun fact, right? People always thought the thickest the rotan, right, it will be the most pain one. But in fact, no.
It's the
slimmest one.
That
one is
painful
one.
Most painful one. I kena a few times also. Sometimes go back home or still got the, how to say, the marks. And then not there to let my parents know. I have to hide my hand. If they know that I'm being rotan in school, confirm they'll say, what did you did in school already? What mistake did you did that until your teacher need to rotan you?
Yeah, during our time is memang you kena rotan already, you better tiam. You better don't let your parents know, or else you kena second round. But I see the current generation, right?
The current generation, they are more towards like love education, love and peace.
No more rotan.
When I was in my secondary school, right, I joined a Chinese orchestra club. So our club is famous for strict. I mean, our school is famous for very strict rules and stuff. At that time, we have a rules of like one person did wrong, everyone get the punishment together. And then you double up if you have like position. If you're the vice president or double, the president, triple, something like that. Okay.
Wow.
So I remember one time clearly is that there's one time one person, he didn't silence his phone. It's a Saturday activity. He didn't silence his phone and suddenly his phone rang. And then all of us automatically just stand up. Okay, how many rounds? So it start to pull ears up and down.
Wow.
Yeah. But after that, I heard that there's parents complaining about
the punishment.
Punishment being too harsh already. And then eventually this whole thing cancelled.
Talking about rules, right? Any weird rules that you found in your school time?
Weird rules
Rules that doesn't make any sense to you even until now.
Cannot bring liquid paper and cannot bring correction tape during secondary school.
I don't understand why.
I don't know. I also don't understand why. Because if let's say you ban me from bringing this during my primary school, I can still understand, because we don't use like pens to write our homeworks.
Yeah, but secondary
school we use a lot of pens, but you don't allow us to bring correction tape or even correction pen. And then sometimes when we did something wrong, I have to cancel these like that.
But then my school don't have these rules. We always bring liquid papers.
I kena 没收. How do you say 没收?
Confine.
Because I went to recess and I went to makan and I forget to zip my pencil box. And then the prefect walked past and then saw it. And then I kena a discipline foul.
Wow, really until that extent, as in like they saw you having the correction tapes or even the liquid paper, they will actually confine and then
they pass
there will
it
be punishment.
They pass it to the discipline teacher and then you're gonna write a discipline file. Our school, we have like a discipline file. Discipline file is like basically a 3 paper. We have 3 types of paper. So the first one is white. Second one is yellow, if not mistaken. The third one is red. So if let's say every mistake that you made, right, you'll be written down in the discipline file. And until the point when your discipline file, the white paper finish is the yellow paper finish is the red paper. Let's say if your discipline file is until red paper, then you jialat already lah.
I'm gonna expel from school.
Something like that lah, or they will eventually ask your parents to come to school and talk to your parents, something like that. I never kena until red lah, I only kena until white only.
This is like army way. Okay, so the weirdest rules that I don't understand until today, right, in my school is that basically this doesn't apply to me because I'm a guy. So this apply to ladies. Innerwear. You are not supposed to wear innerwear other than black or white. To that extent, which is basically they will have female discipline teachers and also female prefect to conduct checks, spot checks. If they spotted someone wearing other colors, they will give them a love letters to tell them that this is the first warning, but not supposed to do that again. And then if let's say you manage to collect 3 love letters and you went to discipline center for your first love lotan.
Our school, I don't think we have this so strict rules, but
okay, I don't know, like, but then to my school, right, I found it weird. It's actually written in our school books, as in like this is the rules that you must follow.
Because if a girl wears like very striking color of innerwear in our school, right, the other girls, right, will be like, hey, see, something like that.
Oh really?
So like it's like gossiping that girl. I mean, it's not a very good experience. I don't think so. Not the girls in our school will wear like striking color innerwears.
Okay, I don't know. I just found it weird to me. And then for guys, right, another weird rules, which is basically, I wasn't too sure about the guys in your school, but in my secondary school, we have to wear tie.
Oh?
Every day. The moment you walk into the school gate, your tie must be actually properly tied up. And, like discipline teacher will purposely, right, take out 2 fingers and try to actually measure. Your tie is actually lower than 2 fingers. Then you will kena.
But how do you differentiate? Because I thought tie is meant for those like president and not president, sorry. Prefect or even class monitor.
No. For my secondary school is that every single gentleman, every single guy in the school have to wear tie. Even girl, like when you wear those white shirt with pinafore, right, you have to wear tie. Unless you wear baju kurung, then you do need to wear tie. As long as you are between the school compound, you have to be like, properly zip up.
Maybe someone from your school who invented this rule is very obsessed with tie.
I don't know whoever invested, but then I hate it because basically, you imagine like during our time, there's no aircon, there's only fan, and also it's a very hot place. So you have to like, jang, like you have to wear the tie in a proper manner. So to me, until today, I still don't really understand why should I wear a tie to the school.
Okay, this is weird.
So talking about weird, right? I think probably this question will be more interesting in terms of like you during your primary and secondary school, right? Have you ever received any love confession from others?
Love confessions, Primary school, yes lah. Secondary school, a bit not as compared to primary.
So which means that as in like
I not I 吹水 lah but really have to admit during primary school time I was quite a famous character.
Famous in terms of
because I'm in the first class and I'm the class monitor. Then in first class they consider good results.
Smart student.
Class monitor. I joined the choir club. I joined the public speaking. I joined the choir speaking is English one, but then I joined another is BM one. Then I joined a lot of those speaking competition, storytelling competition, Bahasa, English, Chinese. I joined all. And then what else? Yeah, I mean I have a
long
quite active lah in terms
beautiful
of many
achievements.
And then so a lot of people know about me lah, so quite famous lah that time during primary school.
So that's how you gotten all this like confession from the boys. So any particular that really to you is like you still remember about it, or even you found it memorable?
No leh. Not really because I don't know why like most of the confession that I receive are not to say discriminate but mostly from guys who have like not so good results. But I'm not into those guys lah.
Interesting.
Only primary lah, 辉煌时刻. Primary school Like,
So as a what do you say? As a not as much as compared to a primary, so which in secondary time is also considered not bad lah.
no, it's secondary, because secondary school a lot of students already. Primary school we don't have that much students, so you can know each and every person in the school.
Okay.
But our secondary school time, 1 year already got 700 people, 700
Wow.
plus people.
So like how many person in one class?
Secondary school was like 40 something. Primary was 30 something. When I say like I'm being famous during primary, is because like my maths teacher, who was also the class teacher for a standard 3M, the first class. And then when I was graduating, I'm about to graduate, right? So a bit chill already ma. So there's 3 or 4 students from the standard 3 class, right? They came and then just to give me some gift in terms to celebrate my graduation.
Wow, say.
And the gifts
Standard 3.
Yeah, they collected their gift, like sometimes they just pick from whatever they have. Like they give me a pen, something like that, where they are using it. They didn't go and buy a new one or what lah. Just pick something from whatever they have, and then they just like do it nicely and then just give it to me.
Wow.
Yeah, they come to my class personally to give it to me in front of everyone. And then my maths teacher, who is also their class teacher, told me that, wow, you know that you are their idol, in the class.
Oh yo.
This level.
Wow. Love confession, to me, I never experienced any, because basically I being known as the poker face king in the school. So I don't think anyone dare to do so lah. So basically that is what we shared about our memories, or many more about her memories during school time. And what about you? What do you remember about your school time, and also what is the most memorable things that you have done or even you have experienced during your school time? Share with us in the comment area, and we will see you in the next episode.